going to ignore all of it.
Alrighty, and we're back with Android Central Live at SDC13, and this is a Samsung conference, and we've got somebody who's deeply involved with a big part of this conference here. We've got Alan Queen, who's heading up the Multiscreen SDK team for Samsung, and there was a lot of talk at the keynote, at everything else we're talking about, the smart TVs, and then the tablets and the phones, and how the home sync, how we make this all work. What is your guys' big goal? I know you guys haven't been at Samsung too long, but how are things working out right now at this point?
Well, the feedback has been fantastic, right? So what we're really trying to do is create an entire ecosystem for multi-screen that is not just about the Samsung TV, but also about mobile devices. And it's really about being cross-platform on mobile devices. So we have APIs for JavaScript, for Android, of course, and for iOS as well.
Right.
So we're looking to really expand the entire global developer market from mobile applications to expand their apps to the TV.
Right, and that's really important because even if you may have all Samsung devices, your friend may come over with an iOS device or something else, or just a laptop, and be able to open it up, and you don't want that difficult experience of getting everything hooked up. And I'm sure that's a big part of getting these apps integrated is how the heck do you get things to just work and kind of have that magic going? Is that something that you're really focused on? But how do you translate that over to the third-party developers that are making apps?
The way we've been kind of approaching it is we want to provide sort of 4 key areas for both users and developers, right? We typically call that the discovery phase, the launch phase, the connect phase, and the communication phase. So if you think about a typical experience, we want to make it really easy for your mobile device to discover a compatible device in the room, right? And there's a really simple API to do that, and it's across the board. And of course, to connect to that device or launch experiences onto the TV from your mobile device. And what that really means is I can actually create an HTML5 cloud-based application, host it on my own site as a developer, and then from a mobile device, with one click, I can launch that experience on the TV, loads in. Now, once the application is loaded on the TV, we can actually provide all the connectivity and message exchange between those devices. So you can create some pretty amazing things from games to social to any type of application you can imagine.
Right, so once they kick it off, then it all gets handled, and once you're connected, then the real fun begins, of course.
That's right.
We saw demos during the keynote of putting up real-time scores for sports games while you're watching them, or complimentary information on your phone, throwing things back and forth.
That's right.
What are some of the most interesting things that you're seeing people expanding once you've given them the SDK?
Well, it's been pretty early on, so the main people that we gave the SDK to was Pandora, actually. So they did a demo at the keynote as well, which is pretty cool. So, from the Pandora mobile application, it'll discover a compatible smart TV, and then suddenly you can shift that experience to the TV. Right, so people a lot of times think we're actually streaming the audio from the mobile device to the TV. That's not what we're doing. We're actually launching an experience on the TV with Pandora, and then the communication mechanism allows the TV to take over, take over the audio stream from that point. And then, of course, you can use the mobile device as a controller to control the audio, to pause, go to the next song. Right. And they can also take advantage of some really cool features that the smart TV offers already, right? So we did a demo of some picture-in-picture kind of thing. So you're listening to Pandora, you can overlay on top of live TV, pull it back a little bit, however you want to do that. So those are the kind of things that we're really interested in. Also in games, right? We think multiplayer gaming, multi-screen gaming is huge, right? We really want to enable everyone in the living room, everybody using their mobile device, iOS, Android, maybe a mobile web client, to connect to the TV.
Right. And you don't want everybody huddling around somebody sitting on the couch holding a little phone.
Yeah.
You want to, display their gameplay, get multiple people involved, real time, a shooting game or a racing game where they're all playing against each other, right?
That's right. That's right. And again, it's not about casting the content to the TV. As a matter of fact, once the experience is loaded on the TV, all the mobile devices can come and go. It doesn't matter. The experience is now running on the TV, but any mobile device that joins that experience can actually connect and communicate just like any other could.
Right, and that's all about that seamless experience that you talk about. You don't want somebody that has to go walk out of the room and then you have to reset up the entire thing, right?
That's right.
You just want people to come and go as they please.
Yeah, there's no change of inputs on the TV, right? We don't have to switch between HDMI inputs or anything like that. And of course, we don't want one mobile device to control the entire experience. So it's about that, again, that seamless experience, both in the home and also public spaces. So it's something that we're very interested in. Right now, we're providing a Wi-Fi only sort of connectivity solution.
Okay.
But coming soon is going to be our cloud connectivity solution. So you can imagine, stadiums, or go to your favorite bar,
right,
and everybody's playing songs, or playing trivia from their mobile device.
Right. It's kind of, you could have a digital jukebox going on or something. Everybody's lining up to get their stuff in there, and you don't have to walk up and put coins.
And those
in
are
the
always
machine.
the most basic experiences, right? We hope people come up with something a little more creative than that.
Right.
But the whole goal is provide them the tools to make these things.
Right, and that's what SDC is all about, just providing the tools. And so you guys said that you've just opened up the SDK, a few people have access to it.
Yes.
How is that going to expand going forward now?
Okay, so we're going to be launching an open beta on 11/12/13.
Okay.
It's sort of the marketing term behind that.
Right.
And that'll be in conjunction with the Smart TV 5.0 SDK beta. And people will be able to download an emulator for the TV.
Oh, great.
And actually have an entire experience. You can discover the emulator, you can launch content in it just like a normal TV. And then of course the TVs themselves will be released early 2014. So it's about preparing people for what's coming for 2014. Right. And then sometime in the year 2014 we'll also do a backwards upgrade for 2013 models, and possibly even before.
And then by that point, hopefully there'll be lots of great experiences being built all the way. That's
Absolutely.
really important. Get the SDK out to the developers first. They can start working with it. You want somebody to get that update or get that new TV, and all of a sudden there's dozens of different experiences that they can try out with their phones and everything.
Absolutely right.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time, Alan, to talk to us. I'm sure SDC13 is just the kicking off point for all this, and
it really is.
multi-screen and beyond as well.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it, Alan.
Thanks.
Alrighty, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us for just a little bit. We're going to switch things out and have more people up here to interview.